Thank you so much for your time, for being with us on our YouTube channel. Where are you from?
I'm from Russia originally, but I live in California now.
Okay. And you're too? I'm from Prague, Turkey. Okay. How do you end up in Japan together? May I ask? Should I answer that?
Asia. And this year is the first time. I went to China, South Korea, and now Japan.
Oh, okay.
I came to Korea for entrance. And since I was very close to Japan, I always want to visit Japan. But from Czech Republic is pretty far away. So I was like, I'm very close to Japan. So after conference, I have to go.
He always wanted to go to Japan since childhood.
Oh. Okay. How did you get interested in Japan then?
I think first thing which got me interested in Japan was anime and manga.
Anime.
Because I think first of manga I saw of Naruto. So I got like interested in it, and then I started watching more and more stuff and manga and anime. And since also it's very advanced culture, it's like technologically, it's like very interesting for me.
My dad went to Japan in the 90s, Russia, and he brought all of these tools because they used to have a lot of ear pain, like earache. He brought like some things which we haven't seen in Russia at that time, and they really help you with ear pain. It's like some sort of heating mechanism, I don't know, with like ultraviolet waves you put into your ears. Because I used to have a lot of ear infections.
Ear infections.
Like, wow, you know, it's like a small device, and you see it, you're like, what is it?
Oh, I did.
And my mom used it then for all my sisters and other relatives, and it still worked fine. So it's like a little medical device. That's, I think, was my first, like, when I learned about Japan.
Very interesting starting point. Now you are in Japan. So how do you like it?
So we are here around 3 days. So third day today. And well, we managed to see some temples. I like a lot. We had just another couple chapter. We tried the subway, we walked a little bit around. So like, we're just getting accommodated, we're just getting customized to Japan. So far, I think we like it a lot because generally, it's like a lot of things make sense for me. It's like from engineering, IT point of view, the electronics, mechanics, everything makes sense for people who work in IT. I think it's like very natural to be around. Culturally, it seems to be nice too. It's like very polite country, and like also translation works pretty nicely. So since like watching anime before, I've been watching anime before. I still recall some words or phrases. Like, sometimes it's nice, but you at least understand something because coming from Korea, I spent there like 3 weeks, and I didn't understand totally nothing, like no word. I knew before because the Korean doesn't have much anime or manga or something which would be reaching Europe or US, these regions. So in Japan, it feels like much easier because somehow it's like already known from.
I see. So you've been to other Asian countries.
Been to China and to South Korea, but just for 5 days. And in Japan, I'd say for about 3 weeks.
And
I think it's very, like, we're now in Osaka, and it has so many train stations and so many buildings. It's such a big, like, it's in such a big place, but on the map it looks so small. I think Japan is so condensed, and you have to live in it, which is surprising. And then some cultural differences, like in Russia, we don't bow to unknown people, and here it's very polite to do that. I don't think I'm used to that. I think in Russia you only bow to people who you know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I'm a little struggling with that, but overall I think it's very easy when everybody is very polite and follow the rules. I like this.
So you didn't have any difficulty staying?
Because David knows a lot of things, so I just follow him. It's good to relax a bit.
So you're the guide.
Yeah. He is.
A little bit. Very modest.
I think only struggle for me a little bit is since I'm intolerant to gluten.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of cuisine here is based on wheat and gluten-based food. So like sometimes when I want to eat like late at night or something, we are like going places and then we are like, oh, we need to grab the food, but it's too late and just regular places started closing down. And it's a little bit harder to find some place which, for example, has something suitable for me. But we always manage something, so it's pretty good. You always can get these like
triangles from the family mart, which has just meat and rice or something. Because in places that are open at night, you get, if you ask for just meat or something simple, they would say, oh, but the sauce has wheat, so he cannot eat it, so we have to like do the whole investigation, calling companies, whatever. So, but it's fine. No, overall, I think like he was saying, it worked out.
In Japan, which area did you travel?
Oh, right now we only stayed in Osaka, so here. But now we go to Kyoto. Probably going to go to Hiroshima, Tokyo. We'll see. We have some time, so we're gonna be traveling. We want to go to somewhere with a little less touristy to me, so we'll see.
So you're very open kind of itinerary.
Yeah.
But there's no specific thing you want to try in Japan.
I think I want to go to onsen, which is like a natural hot spring.
You haven't been there?
Not yet, no. So I think we're going to go at least a couple of times.
Oh, that's very soon.
I tried once in Korea, the hot springs, and it was amazing. And I think the culturally it will be similar to Japanese. I expected. But I'm looking forward to seeing too.
Okay.
And that's most probably important thing. Then sushi, of course, that's a very important thing. I eat it all the day. I like sushi. I have serious addiction.
Seriously.
Salmon one. That's the one he likes the most. The one, plain one with salmon. That's his favorite.
Oh, okay.
I can eat almost unlimited amount of them. So it's kind of wallet challenging, but it's very good.
Do you have a specific food, Japanese food you like?
Well, from sushi, I like the seared tuna one.
Seared tuna? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I eat all kind of noodles too and soup, so I really like.
That's cool.
Yeah, like this kind of fish soup is really fun. Fish. That's the ones I tried to like miso, but with fish, so it's a bit different from what I tried like in the US or Europe. I think here is like more concentrated and plain. It's very different from what they give you there.
Yeah,
I like it.
So the miso soup is definitely good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good for you, I think. Well, at least for Japanese people.
Yeah. Feel very warm.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your time. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Julian, on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from California in the United States.
Oh,
San Francisco.
San Francisco,
California,
yeah. And so you're now on vacation time? You're here in Japan?
Yeah, we've been here for about a week and a half. We flew in to Tokyo. And from Tokyo, we went down to Kyoto. And today to Osaka. So we'll just be here in Osaka for a day. And we're going back up to Kyoto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So in total, how many days do you spend?
Yeah, I think it's been about, total 10 days. 10 days. 10 days here in Japan, yeah.
And this is first time in Japan?
Yeah, this is my first time, yeah. I've always wanted to come.
Oh.
Yeah, ever since I was little. So I'm happy to be here, yeah. Probably when I was about, 4 years old.
Wow.
So when I was
what happened?
Yeah, sure. When I was 4, I got a Nintendo Game Boy for my birthday, and I got the first Pokemon games. And that's sort of how I, started to learn about like Japanese culture and anime. And then after that, as I got a little bit older, I started to learn a little bit more about Japan from history and also from anime and manga. So yeah, started watching more of that or like reading a little more about it.
I see.
So yeah.
Then how do you like it? Japan, like
Yeah, I really love it here. I think it's mostly fit my expectations. In some ways, it's a little different, but it's what I really love is that in terms of the culture, the people are very, very polite and very courteous. Much more so than in the United States. I think people tend to be a lot more careful about how their actions affect other people, and they just take more care to make sure they're not bothering other people. And people are just very kind, I think, very respectful. So I love that part of the culture, and I've heard a little bit about it before from just people I've spoken to in the United States talking about how the culture has
so your friends
respect and viewed in it, and I've learned about it a little bit from someone I know that's Japanese and just reading more online. So, just from talking to people and like reading,
I see.
Learn more about it before coming. Yeah.
But did you encounter something surprising episode, like since you arrived in Japan?
Yeah, something surprising. I think I was surprised by how much bowing there is, like how common it is.
Oh, really?
Like even when you wouldn't expect it, which it's just it's a nice surprise. It's a nice thing. I think that's one. I think a few other things is
When you meet people.
it's very common. Yeah, another thing is the vending machines. Like there's just so many. I wasn't expecting them to be so many. Like they're just everywhere.
Many vending machines, but no.
Yeah, everywhere. Like every block you go down on every street. So that, and I think the one thing I didn't expect was in terms of like food or packaging, everything is displayed very nicely. Like appearances seem very important, like those foods or like desserts or pastries, like everything's displaying foods. It's very neat, and it's much prettier than I thought it would be, like compared to the US. So that's one thing I was surprised about. Sometimes it seems like there's a lot of packaging, but it's pretty packaging, like how it's like displayed and stuff. Like it's very it's very enticing, right? Like it makes you want to buy it. So,
Right.
like we've spent some time walking around like some of the department stores, and some of the floors like just sell like all food or like all sweets, and it's just very like engrossing, and like it's just like how everything's displayed and everything is so neat, like ordered and meticulously cared for. So we couldn't fight the nicely designed packaging. We bought some like assorted chocolates, like a bunch of different chocolates, and we bought like a lot of like matcha flavored sweets.
Do you like Japanese food?
Oh, I love it. That's one of my favorite parts so far is the food. The food is much higher quality here, I think, than in the US. Like here you can go to a convenience store, right? You can go to 7-Eleven, you can get like pretty good food. Like in the States, you can't do that. Like if you go to a convenience store to get food in the States, it's going to be really bad. So it's not going to be good. You have to lower your expectations. One of my favorites so far is okonomiyaki. That one's really good. I've had it twice here so far. First, we went to a place in Tokyo that had it, and then we went to a place in Kyoto that had it. And in Kyoto, it was Hiroshima style okonomiyaki.
Yes,
like more noodles.
It's an essential part of I think Hiroshima, and also Osaka style. You can add it, but it's kind of adding. And basic thing is noodle. And if you want, then you can add it. But I think Hiroshima is a part of the Hiroshima the okonomiyaki. And if you add here, I think the name is different, something.
In Osaka.
Okay. The regular one is okonomiyaki.
Okay.
But if you add the noodle, it's called modern yaki or something. Because modern,
It sounds good.
Yeah.
So that was good, and just a lot of the sashimi is really good. Soba, soba here is good, like cold, especially with the heat right now. It's refreshing. So we had it the other day. It was cold soba with I forget the name of the fruit. It's like a lime. They're like small limes. It's like in the Sudachi, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are many kinds of those lime lemon kind.
No,
It's like,
Okay.
yeah,
It was really
Sudachi is one of
It
it.
added a good flavor, like a little bit, like it was like a little sweet and like a little acidic. It was,
Yeah, I see. Have you ever been to other Asian countries?
the only other Asian country I've been to is India.
So,
Yeah. But nothing in East Asia.
yeah. So in Tokyo, what did you do over there?
Yeah, we just hit a lot of the big tourist spots. I guess we went to Shinjuku and Shibuya and like the city center, like around where the Imperial Palace. Is that weird? Yeah. So we went around that area, and
Did you go to like a Sky Street or Tokyo Tower and those like higher places?
we didn't go there yet. No, it'd be nice to see them, but we didn't have time. So we went to Shibuya, Shinjuku, and Heiji Jinguya. That was really nice. It was really pretty there. That's another thing I like. All the gardens here are very beautiful, like very manicured and pretty. We went to visit in Kyoto, Arashiyama. So it's
Arashiyama?
Arashiyama, yeah. We went there with the bamboo groves, and that was really beautiful.
Okay.
So, but yeah, in Tokyo, at least, it'd be mostly like tourist areas. We ate at some good restaurants. Akihabara, it's definitely weird.
Oh, I am weird.
It's funny. Like, it's cool. I like it. I thought it was interesting to check out. It felt different than other parts of Tokyo, but it was cool for me because I used to watch a lot of.
But did you?
Growing up.
The maid cafe? Ah, yes.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah, I got into that. That was funny.
You said it was funny?
Funny. Yeah, it could be fun if you go once for the experience.
I see.
Yeah. It was definitely weird, but fun to experience. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for joining. Then, do you have something excited episode or interesting experiences that something happened during your stay?
I think the highlights so far is I've really just enjoyed how it just feels peaceful here, even in the big cities. I feel like people are a little bit more quiet and respectful than in a lot of parts of the U.S. I've been in. And I just really appreciate how I could be in a place like Tokyo and not feel that overwhelmed. So I really enjoyed that aspect of culture.
You see.
Although I think those cities are just inherently a bit less chaotic. But yeah, I have felt that generally about the culture.
And have you ever been to other Asian countries too?
Never.
No?
This was my very first.
Did you meet your expectations like when you get here?
It's about the same as I expected. I think I've heard a lot about the culture just growing up. And I read a lot beforehand, like what are the cultural norms and expectations. So yeah, I think from reading ahead of time and then hearing about the culture from teenage years and above, I knew a little bit about what to expect. A lot of just online posts from other tourists who are like, here's what surprised me, or here's what I didn't know. I mean, I read everything from what to expect at a cash register. Like you put your money in a little tray that you give with two hands, like you give money with two hands, and like all these things, like the nuances that I didn't realize that I thought were interesting and surprising. But thankfully, I had read quite a little bit about it beforehand. And the two hands was surprising to me. I had never done that before, and it's just the subtleties like that I think I've noticed, and I've just didn't know what to expect beforehand until I started reading.
Like when you exchange a business card, I think the same thing would happen. Yeah.
Even with handing a receipt, I noticed something in a store, and they hand you a receipt. Whereas like in the United States, people just kind of like just very like casually.
And I would also say what did actually surprise me though is I read a little bit about it beforehand, but the fashion is a bit different, and I didn't expect all the really creative like I've noticed that there's consistency in some of the fashion, but then in Tokyo, there's really creative fashion there. I really loved watching it. Yeah, some really interesting clothing there.
Fuken Harajuku.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely like more like quirky fashion there. But yeah, I think in general, like we talked about before, but we've noticed that like in general, like on the whole, people wear more neutral colors here, like blacks and browns, whites. Whereas like in the States, people, they sort of wear neutral colors, but they wear more colorful, vibrant colors sometimes. Whereas here it seems like the colors are more weird. That's been interesting to notice that difference.
I think some culture in Japan try to make it simple. The some culture try to make it different, like a made cafe kind of the people. They try to extend to the extreme. I don't know.
Outfits, yeah.
It's totally different kind of culture, I think.
Yeah.
Do you like Japanese food too?
I love it. Yeah, I love the food. My favorite so far, this is going to sound really simple, but there's this sweet tofu. That's like, it's, I don't remember what it's called. It's sweet tofu and it's like long and it's in soba. And I've just really loved that combination. Cold soba with the sweet tofu.
Sweet tofu. So you said inari?
Inari, right?
Is that what it is?
Inari is it's
rice
like
inside of it?
Yeah, inari zushi is writing. It looks like a pillow.
Oh yeah, it's filled with rice.
Filled with
Yeah.
Perfect. So it's a fried like a tofu,
But
and
thin.
very thin.
Yes.
Yeah, and on udon, right?
Oh.
Or soba. Either way, I think.
I've had it, yeah.
And it's kind of a little bit sweet.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you like it?
I like it. And that does remind me, I also really love the thick noodles, udon, I believe it's called. Those are so good and fun to eat.
Do you know about udon prefecture?
No.
Do you know Kagawa prefecture? It's
What is
it? Yes, island. It's the Osaka is right here, right? And there's a island towards Kyushu. Do you know Kyushu? Oh, okay. There's four the bigger islands in Tokyo, and Shikoku is one of them. And it is close to here, Osaka. And there are four prefectures in there, and that's why Shikoku we call it. Shi means four, and one of them is like a udon prefecture we call it. It's a nickname because they're like a soul food is udon.
Was it made there? Did it come from udon prefecture?
No, they call it a Kagawa prefecture, but their culture is produced a lot. So, and we call it udon prefecture, and they call themselves udon prefecture too.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, and that is a very the udon is a part of their life. So,
gotcha.
Okay.
yeah,
That sounds good. Yeah, cool to know that.
yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Adding your opinion there. Yeah, take from your side.
Happy to participate. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time being with us on our YouTube channel. Where are you from?
Australia.
Australia. So you're now on vacations?
Yeah.
So how long do you have?
We're leaving. Today is our last full day.
Oh,
We've been here for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It is the first time in Japan.
Yeah.
How did you like it?
It's good. It's, amazing.
Oh,
I think the most exciting thing we did was we did the Mario Kart in Tokyo.
in Tokyo?
Yeah. That was really fun. So, what do you reckon?
I think the interesting thing was like the difference between like, for example, like eating and drinking while walking. Like you have to sit down. You're not allowed to like eat and drink in certain areas.
I see. Which cities did you go during this?
We did Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka.
I think all were really good, but I think the top ones were probably Kyoto and Osaka. Like
Yeah.
a lot to do. And really
Tokyo is a bit much.
Not much.
Very busy.
I see.
Yeah.
Did you feel something, the cultural differences between your culture and the Japanese
It's
culture?
very everyone's very quiet here. And it's very calm and quiet. Whereas at home, everyone's loud and like, yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I can't explain it.
Very outgoing.
Yeah, everyone's very outgoing at home, whereas here, everyone's very,
Themselves.
yeah.
Have you been to other countries, like travel?
No.
Into Bali.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Bali, that's it. Very crazy there.
is it crazy? Oh,
Bali's very, where I went, we were very party.
Yeah, partying and like,
on the beach? Or?
the beach. And like a lot of markets and salesy stuff.
Oh, I thought the Bali is, like the beach kind of the resort.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought it's more like a relaxing but it also very active.
Yeah.
So in Tokyo and Osaka and Kyoto, you said.
Yeah.
Where did you go in Kyoto?
What did we do when we were there? We didn't do much. We just like wandered around a lot.
Walking.
We went to a couple temples, but a lot of them were closed. And we went to the Geisha district.
Oh, so it's Gion probably.
Oh, yeah.
Like east side.
Yeah.
And
Yes, that was nice.
there like a philosopher's like a path. Did you know that? Do you know
Is it like underground, like in...
by the like a small river or a creek? There's a small path. Oh.
Yeah, I think we went there. We went there, like right near the river. And there's a big bridge there.
I think we went to the river, but we didn't really get to sit down and eat there. But we did see people sitting down eating.
Yeah, and there's people playing music along the river.
Maybe it's the Kamurogawa River, the big river.
Yeah,
the long one. I see. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, where else? Didn't we go to... Oh, we went to the monkey park?
Now then the other side.
Yeah.
Like the west side.
Yeah.
To the bamboo forest.
It's more quieter.
Yeah.
It's really nice there.
Yeah.
Do you like Japanese food?
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it. That's something we did notice as well. The food here is a lot cheaper.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Like here it's very cheap compared to at home. At home you pay like double to the price.
And
For food here.
And it's very filling here as well.
I see.
We went to this little ramen place at where was that?
Tokyo. That was in Ichiran, but I was across the road.
Yeah, it wasn't Ichiran, it was like a little small one. And it was really like, it was delicious.
We did find, I forget the name of them, but they're like...
Oh, the octopus. The
octopus bowl?
Yeah.
Takoyaki.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah, that's from like Osaka.
We thought so, because we couldn't find it in Tokyo or Kyoto, and we only found them when we got here.
Yeah.
We've been loving them.
So
inside,
hot, for them to cool down a lot.
Yeah, we didn't realize how hot inside they were, so we started eating them down. And
Did you go to like bars at night and or clubs?
No, we haven't gone to any bars yet, but I was thinking we'll do it tonight.
Yeah, we'll go out.
If they're open. Are they open on Sundays?
Oh, I see. Usually, I'm not sure because I don't really drink. So
that's another.
Yeah,
it's the drinks are quite cheap here as well. You have the 196s and they're $1 a can, where at home they'd be about
$10 a can. At home.
Oh, okay. So you're drinkers? You drink a lot? I see.
Well, we're Australian.
Well, I think it's many people.
We kind of got a bit crazy on our first in Tokyo. We went out and
Oh yeah, we went to a rave, and the drinks are so much cheaper. Like we pay like 5 times the price for alcohol.
So we kind of went a bit silly, not realizing it.
Yeah.
I think we got 1 bottle sort of tax-free stuff you can get here. So we got 1 bottle of something, and then
I think we got a peach.
Jim Beam.
Peach Jim Beam. Yeah, we don't have that at home.
Oh, okay. And do you guys ski?
I snowboard.
Snowboard?
Yeah.
There are so many Australian people comes to Japan during the winter time.
Yeah. My sister and her husband too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So are you coming back to Japan to do that? Or?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we don't have much snow at home. So in like one city. And then the rest of it's just scorching hot.
There's no other like countries you go to ski besides Japan or
Probably New Zealand.
Oh yeah, New Zealand.
New Zealand's the next one. And we got some snow further down in Australia, but some winters there can be no snow, like it's very limited. A lot of people fly to like New Zealand or Japan where really snows down.
or Canada.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
So but you're not a winter sport.
Oh, I am. I've just never been. I haven't had the opportunity.
You haven't seen the snow before?
Yeah.
How about the surfing?
Nah.
I've
No?
surfed before, yeah.
I think that like a Gold Coast.
Yeah.
It's the
It's near the Gold Coast. We're like 20 minutes on Gold Coast.
But you don't surf.
Nah.
No.
It's hard.
It's very low, like, balance and, like, trying to get the right angles for the surf.
Yeah.
Okay. And the last question, what would you like to bring back to your home?
Well, I mean, we can already get food like that at home. Just the alcohol use has very different, like, flavors and different flavored stuff that we don't have at all.
Oh, I see.
Like the peach bourbon or like...
Even probably how clean it is here as well.
Clean.
We have, like, limited bins. Every city is very, like, clean.
Yes, very clean here. Good.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much
Thank you.
for your time.
Yeah.
Very good time.